I spend more than 3 hours to automate a job that can be done within 3 minutes. Hi friends, my name is Shin. I'm working as a software engineer in Tokyo. In today's video, I'll be showing my Python project that automates my part-time job. If you're interested, please stay tuned. Okay, so before I dive into the application, let me share the background of this application. I used to work as an online English teacher as my part-time job. I love actually that job so much because I enjoyed talking with my students and I learned a lot from them. But there is only one thing that I didn't like in the job, which it was lesson report. Lesson report is just an email that the teacher sends the office every time they finish their work. The email was always like a few lines of fixed sentences and some Excel file that I record student attendance and how they did. So just attach the files value every day, but subject, text, address, and time are always the same. It was just a routine work. Type text, attach the file. But you know, people tend to make more mistake the more routine work it is. So I came up with an idea which was email automation. If I just wanted to automate sending email with fixed phrases of subjects, text, and address, there was no need for coding. I guess Gmail already offers that kind of functions, but in my case, I need to build an application or I just wanted to code. Whatsoever, let's see the ideal process of the application. What I want to actualize with this app is to send an email automatically so that I can leave the desk before I am supposed to do so. And so the function that I develop is just email submission. But here are some conditions that I had to consider. I want the system to send an email on Wednesday to Saturday at 9:50 p.m. and attach the Excel files which are students' lesson records. The files are newly created on each day. The subjects, text, address are always same. I have one exception here. I send this email to submit lesson reports on each day. I do not send an email without any attached file. Otherwise, my boss will find out that I am sending an email automatically or see me as a careless employee. It was not a difficult project, but of course, I found a lot of things that I didn't know at the moment. For example, I couldn't plausibly say I perfectly understand and utilize object-oriented programming. I am sure that there are some better ways of coding to make this application work, like object-oriented programming or algorithm are definitely the topics that I need to improve. Anyway, the app is now ready to work. Let's see how the application works. The first things the application judge is if it's 9:50 p.m. on Wednesday to Saturday. After that, if there are any files in the directory exists, I made a directory on the desktop, which is something for I keep students' records there, and accidentally if I put some kind of image file or presentation file, I don't want to send them to the office. It's so embarrassing, so the application has to check if it's Excel. After judging these kind of things, the email is created and then set to the title, text, and address to the email because they are all the same. And after that, attach the file in the directly on the desktop. Once this process has done, the email is going to be submitted. About the skill sets that I used for this application, language is Python. The language for this system could be other one like Gas, but I learned Python and I am used to code it, so I choose Python. I chose Gmail API for email submission. So in order to interact Google services, Google API, you need to issue API access token. It's not difficult to set your application to interact open sources, but I was not used to, so it took me some time to set the system environment variables. I put the GitHub repository down below, so if you're interested in my blog and Python code, you can definitely take a look from there. Since I built this application and it started working, I was able to leave my desk 5 minutes before I was supposed to do. You might think I spent hours to automate a task that can be done within minutes. Yes, you're right, but you know what? Saving 5 minutes on 4 days in a week becomes 20 minutes, which means I can reduce more than 1 working hour in a month. That's a big deal, isn't it? Okay, that concludes my Python email automation projects. If you get some inspiration from my Python project or you enjoyed today's content, I'm so happy. Thank you for watching until the end. See you in the next video. Bye.